on the pole. Outside of him, car number 15, Corey the Intimidator Myers. Inside row number 2, the Country Gentleman Robert Fisk in the 31B. Outside of him, a Blair Witch Project in the 81 of Jacob Blair.
If we wish Caleb a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Caleb.
Happy birthday, Caleb Dixon. All right, here we go, race fans. 319 has tagged that car back out on the racetrack to the rear because he did go to hot lanes, but he is back out there for racing action. Green flag in the air. Great start for the 36 as he goes into turn number 1, taking him through turn number 2.
John Brown dropping the hammer early. He's out to the early lead of 15 of Myers. He's a little bit of a bobble as 81 of Blair going to go by the 31 of Robert Fisk. 89K Colby Carney in the 23B of Casey Burnett with the 14 of Austin Bozak, all within striking distance of the top 5. 3 wide racing coming off turn number 4. It's Blair high, Fisk low, and the 89K Colby Carney right in the middle of it. And the 36J John Brown leading the way.
Colby Carney thinking a little better of it. He thought 3 wide. He's going to try 3 wide down the back straightaway, make it 2 wide as him and Fisk are side by side. Blair runs third. Here comes Carney. Around goes Carney. Heavy contact between him and Fisk as Fisk comes to a stop in turn number 4.
Yellow flag conditions out on the racetrack. Yellow flag conditions out on the racetrack as car number 27, Lee Kinney, takes his car behind the wall. The 27, Lee Kinney, off the track. Modifieds feature event.
And we did get some message during the driver's meeting from our race director. All restarts in the B modified class will be single file tonight. So we're going to try to stop a little bit of that rowdy stuff on these starts in the B modified class. So, and again, I'd like to thank Cheeseworks Video for being here with us tonight as we're getting ready to go back green flag racing. Lights are out. Here we go, Al.
It's Brown playing the waiting game, now dropping the hammer down the front straightaway. A good start by the leader. How about the second place inside row, the 81, Jacob Blair. High side of him, the 15 of Corey Myers. Going through turns number 1 and 2. Brown extending his lead. Here comes the 14 of Austin Bozak. As the 77L Showtime, he's having a little bit of trouble through turns number 1 and 2. We stay green flag racing with 36J of Brown, your leader. 15 of Myers second, 81 of Blair. But here comes the 14 of Bozak and the 23B as the J90 of Jordan Dawson takes his car off the track.
Bozak has a fast race car under him. What about Casey Burnett, that car number 23? Great racing action as 14 is on the high side, 81 of Blair inside. The rookies going at it here tonight.
Everybody chasing the hammer. John Brown out front in the 36J. Second place, car number 15, Corey the Intimidator Myers. And then comes car number 14 of Austin Bozak. The 81 of Jacob Blair with the 23B of Casey Burnett on the high side of him. For him, Manly Lamar holding steady, almost tracking into that top 5 as Showtime, a real push there right in the middle of turns number 1 and 2. We stay green flag racing.
Keep an eye on those 2 cars in the back. 77L and 3D having a lot of trouble handling their race cars, but to get them all gathered up, we stay green flag racing on the track as Daniel Harris starting his march to the front.
It's all 36J of John Brown, followed by the 15 of Myers, the 14 of Bozak, the 23B of Burnett, and the 81 of Jacob Blair rounding out your top 5 as green flag still flying out there on the racetrack. Around goes car number 31B of Robert Fisk right in front of the leaders. A yellow flag coming out onto the racetrack as he's got a little bit of flame shooting out from the headers. Yellow flag out there on the racetrack.
Nothing to worry about with those flames coming out of that header. Just a little bit of raw gas buildup. It burnt right off as he cranked the car. No problem with it. The rest of them in the back of the pack, no. We're getting ready to go green. Now they figured it out. We're going green coming off 3 and 4. John Brown starting that race a little bit late. Coming off, he is on the gas as we come off turn number 4. Good start down the front straightaway into turn number 1.
36J John Brown dropping the hammer out front. Here comes the 14 Austin Bozak looking out on the inside. 15 of Myers run third. Here come the 81 of Jacob Blair on the high side. 23B Burnett running 5th as the 32 Chuck Atkins. And here comes the 319 of Daniel Harris.
How about the 81 all the way back up to that 3rd spot? Him and car number 15 of Myers are battling side by side. Give 3rd place to the 81. Everybody chasing the 14 in second and the 36 of Brown, who is your leader.
15 of Myers does a slide job right in front of the 81 of Jacob Blair. Staying green flag racing. 36J John Brown, your race leader with the 14 of Bozak right there in second. 15 of Myers third. 81 of Blair fourth. 23B Casey Burnett rounding out your top 5, but they've got a very fast race car behind them. That 319 of Daniel Harris coming to the front in a hurry.
Daniel Harris wanting to make his presence felt. He is already up to that 7th spot, 6th spot, race fans, as he is wanting to break into that top 5. Casey Burnett in that car number 23. What a run that rookie's giving it here tonight.
It's all 36J of John Brown with the lead. Second place of 14 of Bozak. Then comes car number 15 of Corey the Intimidator Myers. As around goes the 3D of Shea Mars. That's right in front of our leader. Is going to bring out the caution. Yellow flag out onto the racetrack.
Shay Mars, he is a rookie driver. What, third time in the race car, I think. That is.
Flag race on the field is set. Flagman Bob Reber, he's ready up in there in the flag stand. Time to drop the hammer coming off turn number 4.
Old Bruiser Biggs, he looks a little nervous out there without a race car here tonight, don't he? Old Richard getting edgy down there, you can tell. Here we come, race fans, off of turn number 4. Green flag waving, slow start for these hobby stocks down the front straightaway. Carson Meister going to lead them as we go into 1.
Carson on the inside, Connor on the high side. Connor going to ride the rim, taking over the lead through turn number 2. Connor Masoner in the 47X at the point, followed by the 20X. Carson Masoner, then comes 15-2 or 152 of Josh Atkins, the 13X Jim Masoner Jr., and the 34 the Maysville Mauler Mick Ross. Watch him come to the front.
Ross looking on the inside as he is hanging on in that 4 spot, but up front, everybody chasing that 47X of Connor Strong. Down the back straightaway, good run for him with Carson Masoner in tow.
It's all Connor Masoner out front. Carson Masoner in second. Josh Atkins third. Mick Ross fourth. And Jim Masoner Jr. rounding out your top 5. Ross going to look down to the inside of the 15 of Atkins, taking over the 3rd spot, moving Atkins back to 4th. It's Connor Masoner. Carson Masoner in second. Mick Ross third. Josh Atkins 4th. And Jim Masoner Jr. rounding out your top 5.
Atkins having a little trouble with that car number 15 too as he get loose, wobble around as Stephen Button gets that car moving. Green flag going to stay out on the racetrack.
It stays green with Connor Masoner leading the way. Carson in second. Here comes car number 34 of Mick Ross. Ross going to look down to the inside of the 20X of Carson Masoner. Side-by-side racing going down the back straightaway. Everybody chasing Connor.
Carson Masoner on the outside. And around goes car number 13X of Jim Masoner. Jim Masoner has looped that car down there in turn number 2, bringing out the yellow flag. Just what Stephen Bunting wanted to see. That'll put him back on the back bumper of car number 15, too. Bunch everybody back up as the yellow flag comes out on the racetrack. Race fans, remind you of Carl Castor's souvenir stand. Be sure to see Carl Castor where the red lights are flashing down at the souvenir stand. As we're going back, green flag racing down the front straightaway. Bumper to bumper, the 2 Masoner brothers. But here comes Ross on the high side as we go into turn 1. Ross launches that car up. He is going to take over that second spot. He is looking for more. Right up against the walls. Will come down the back straightaway. He moves into that second spot. Trying to go up a little bit further. Can he do it here tonight? Him and Carson Masoner wheel to wheel, side by side down the front straightaway. New leader to line, car number 34 of Mick Ross. That's Stars and Bars, car number 34. What a job he has done this year as he is your current point leader. Looks like he may be the man to beat for that championship this year, trying to pad that lead as he comes through turn number 3 off of turn number 4. Here on Rod End Supply Night at the races. Like to thank McCarthy Auto Group, another proud sponsor here as this racing is fast and furious in the hobby stock class. Throw a blanket over the top 4 race fans to come off number 2. Down the back straightaway as we go into turn number 3. Mick Ross the big lead now. Battle is shaping up for that 3rd and 4th spot as Carson Masoner gets that car cranked sideways, kicks up a little bit dirt, but we hang on to it, and green flag stays in the air. Mick Ross with a big lead now, almost a turn lead as he goes down the back straightaway. Connor Masoner in second, Carson Masoner in 3rd, and the 15-2 of Josh Atkins runs 4th with Jim Masoner rounding out your top 5. Again through turn number 1, coming off turn number 2. Ross with a big lead. Masoner in second, Masoner in 3rd, Atkins in 4th, and Masoner in 5th. 7 laps in the bush. Going to be looking at 8 laps this time by Creative Image, DX Racing, Murray Kay Cosmetics, all sponsors on this race car. As Atkins gets really loose coming off 4, gathers it back up. He hangs on to that 3rd spot. Car number 20X off the racetrack. Problems with car number 20X as he is taking it behind the wall. That leaves Atkins into that 3rd spot. Masoner in the 4th spot, and Bunton rounds out your top 5. But up front, that car number 34, Mick Ross, as he is going to be dealing with lap traffic. Through turn number 3, race fans going to be coming off turn number 4. Is Ross going to take him high or low as we come down the front straightaway? He passing flag as Bunting is 1 lap down by car number 34, Ross. Ross goes off turn number 2. That car is on a rail, race fans, as he goes through turn number 3. As Jim Masoner kicking up a lot of dust as he cut through the infield down there, kind of stirred it up for our photographers. As the white flag comes out one more time around for car number 34, Creative Image. As Stephen Button, car number 1/2, looped it, and around goes Jim Masoner as he is going through the infield, making the photographer's run down there. As Bunning, unable to go, yellow flag coming out on the race as a green flag comes out. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Great start for the 34 of Mick Ross as he is set sail again. 5-6 car lengths already as he comes off turn number 2. Down the back straightaway by the Professional Ag Services sign, Trackside Bar and Grill sign into turn number 3. Coming off turn number 4, Ross has got it just like McDonald's. He is having it his way, race fans, as he comes by. White flag in the air one more time around on this green, white checkered finish. Down the back straightaway will come, race fans, as we go through turn number 3 off of turn number 4. Let's give him a big round of applause. Picking up the feature win here tonight, driving car number 34, Mick Ross.
Second place goes to car number 47X, Connor Masoner. Third place, the 15-2, and Josh Atkins. And rounding out your field, car number 13X of Jim Masoner Jr.
Great racing action here tonight in the hobby stock class. How you say it, low in number, but high in quality. Did we mention it's Paula Murphy's birthday?
A couple of times. Happy.
As when the Nationals here, sponsored by McCarthy Auto Group. As we're going green flag racing, coming down the front straightaway, wheel to wheel, wing to wing, by the flag stand into 1.
Mark K. Billings out to the early lead. Here comes the B20 of Tom Brown. Don't count out the 19 of Peyton Moreland. 12B, Rick Baxter falls back a couple spots, back to 4th. 20, Tony Martinez hanging tough in 5th, but here comes car number 10 of Ken Brown. Everybody chasing the 85 of Mark K. Billings.
Mark K. Billings, different car, same result. Out front, pulling away. What a job he's doing, but look at Tom Brown starting to cut into that lead. Does he have enough to get it done here tonight?
Mark K. Billings with the lead. Tom Brown right there in second in the B20 car. Car number 19, Peyton Moreland, the road runner, running third. 4th place finds the 12B of Rick Baxter, and rounding out your top 5, car number 10 of Ken Brown. 85, Mark K. Billings with the lead. Here comes the B20 of Tom Brown.
Tom Brown looking high, looking low. These guys can make up a lot of ground in a hurry. But up front, driving that car number 85, used to seeing Ken Billings in that race car. Tonight, we are seeing Mark K. Billings giving it a run.
It's all Mark K. Billings with the lead. Tom Brown right there in second. 3rd place in striking distance is car number 19 of the road runner, Peyton Moreland. Moreland looking to drive it in deep, cut that lead in half. He's got gaining on the 2nd place car of the B20 of Tom Brown.
Moreland doing everything he can. He is starting to gain on the B20 of Brown. Seems like he gains it going in, loses it coming off the turn. A little bit different lines as old T-Dog Tony Manley comes in the house.
Mark K. Billings with the lead. Tom Brown 2nd. Peyton Moreland 3rd. Rick Baxter 4th. Ken Brown running in the top 5 as he rounds out your top 5. The man on a move. Keep an eye on this Rod and Supply sponsor car number 49 of Herschel Thompson.
Herschel Thompson bringing that car to the front as he is starting to crack in that top 5 as we're halfway through this feature as Mark K. Billings leads them into 1.
Halfway through the feature, Mark K. Billings still at the point in car number 85. 2nd place, not going away. It's the B20 of Tom Brown. 3rd place finds car number 19 of the road runner, Peyton Moreland, followed by the 12B of Rick Baxter and the 10 of Ken Brown, rounding out your top 5.
Watch Peyton Moreland in that 19. He is doing everything he can, getting that car cranked sideways before he even gets to the turn, but not able to gain any ground as he is chasing that 2nd place contender B20 of Tom Brown and your leader, car number 85 of Mark K. Billings.
Your leader, Mark K. Billings in the 85, dealing with lap traffic. He's going to go to the inside of the 25M of Tyler Miller. Now in front of him, the 20 of Tony Martinez has lap traffic coming into play. B20 of Tom Brown gaining some ground.
Lap traffic always coming into play in this fast 3/8 mile. Smooth, fast racing surface as the laps start to wind down. 9 laps in the books. That time by as Mark K. Billings takes them off turn number 2.
It's all Billings with the lead. Brown right there in second. 3rd place finds Moreland. 4th place, the 12B of Rick Baxter. And rounding out your top 5, still the 10 of Ken Brown, but he's got company. Car number 49 of Herschel Thompson is right there within striking distance.
How much maturity is that car number 19 of Peyton Moreland showing? He has come such a long way in just his 2nd year behind the wheel of a non-wing sprint car, picking up a win already. A lot of experience as he runs 3rd, but everybody chasing the 85 of Mark K. Billings with the white flag in the air.
One more time around for your race leader, car number 85 of Ken Billings. Billings with a straightaway lead going down the backstretch. B20 of Tom Brown riding 2nd. Turn it sideways through 3 and 4. Straighten it out one last time and claim those checkers. Your feature winner, car number 85, Mark K. Billings. 2nd place, the B20, Tom Brown. 3rd place, car number 19 of Peyton Moreland. 4th place is going to belong to car number 12B of Rick Baxter, and rounding out your top 5, the 49 of Herschel Thompson.
Great racing action. It didn't take them long to run a feature, did it? Wow. Great racing action here. I tell you what, we can't stress enough about how high the quality is in this non-wing sprint car class, but how about Peyton Moreland, just his second year? Have you noticed whoever gets out front, it's hard for them to beat them because these cars are so evenly matched in the Grand National class. Here they come, race fans, wheel to wheel, side by side, getting in a hurry as they come off turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Houston Johnson looking on the inside. Brown on the inside as we're going to 1.
Big dog, Donnie Brown on the inside. He's going to slide right in front of the 454 of Buzz Caster. Caster gets a good run. Here comes the 97 of Houston Johnson. Don't count the 98 of Austin Johnson. Big and Marty Powell, Phil and Racy coming up to 4th.
Somebody done woke old big enough. Here comes look at Buzz Caster on the inside. McCarthy Auto Group 54 leading that lap.
It was Caster at the line. Big dog Donnie Brown, not to be denied. He's going to race back. He's in second. The 97 of Houston Johnson running third. Big and Marty Powell in the 9P fourth. And the 98 of Austin Johnson rounding out your top 5. Everybody chasing Wamba.
Caster made that car wide down there in turn number 2. I guarantee you it's going to be even wider from here on out. As up front pulled away, that car number 54, Buzz Caster.
Brown with a big push right in the middle of the turn. He's going to gather it up, stay green flag racing. 97 of Houston Johnson third. Caster stretching out a big lead over the 26 of Donnie Brown.
Houston Johnson not willing to go away in that car number 97 as he's looking on the inside of Brown. Brown runs second. As Wamba having a little bit of problem getting that car through turn number 1, gallops it back up. Big lead for Caster.
Caster out front, Brown in second. Houston Johnson third, as battling on the track for that 4th and 5th spot between the 98 of Austin Johnson and the 9P of Big and Marty Powell. And don't count out the 1L of Bobby Lopez. Everybody chasing Caster.
Who done woke up Marty Powell as he is racing hard in that 9P. What a job he is doing. But up front, pulling away, that car number 54 of Caster.
It's Caster, followed by the 26 of Brown, the 97 of Houston Johnson, the 98 of Austin Johnson, and the 9P of Big and Marty Powell. It's all car number 54, 40 years of Wamba. Buzz Caster out front. Donnie Brown in second. Houston Johnson in the 97 gets a big push in the middle of 1 and 2. He gathers it up, staying green flag racing with Caster still at the point.
Off of turn number 4, Caster with a big lead now. I think old Wamba done been working on that race car during the week as he has got one fast machine under him. McCarthy Auto Group on the side of that car number 54 as he leads them down the back straightaway with Brown in tow.
It's all Caster as he's going to go high, now cut the corner off 4. The 26 of Donnie Brown searching high, low, everywhere to find a way to catch the 54 of Caster as we're halfway through the feature with the 54 of Caster leading, the 26 of Brown in second, 97 Houston Johnson third, 98 of Austin Johnson fourth, and the 1L of Bobby Lopez now rounding out your top 5.
As we said before, going into this race tonight, Donnie Brown was 2 points ahead. If Caster wins this race, Brown finishes second. Caster will be 2 points ahead. So what racing action here in the Grand National class? Again, that car number 54, McCarthy Auto Group on the side, Buzz's Muffler on the side. He is your leaders. He is high on turn number 3, coming off 4.
It's all Wamba at the moment. He's got about a half a straightaway lead over the second place competitor, the 26 of the big dog, Donnie Brown. Brown right there in second as third place finds car number 97, McCarthy Auto Group on the side. That's the Moose's Loose, Houston Johnson, followed by another McCarthy Auto Group sponsor car, the 98 of the sensation Austin Johnson, as we're going to be dealing with lap traffic in a lap or 2. Everybody chasing that 54 of Caster.
McCarthy Auto Group on that car number 54, getting it done here tonight as he comes off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Moose, Houston Johnson off the pace as he pulls it into the infield. The Moose no longer loose.
That was your third place competitor pulling down into the infield. So Caster dealing with lap traffic. He's going to go high of the 9P of Big and Marty Powell still leading the way. Second place, 26, Donnie Brown. Now sitting in third place, car number 98 of Austin Johnson. Fourth place, getting ready to be lapped by the leader, the 1L of Bobby Lopez, and the 9P of Big and Marty Powell, rounding out your top 5.
Buzz Caster got that thing on cruise control here tonight as there's 12 laps in the books that time by. Having a little trouble with the lap car Lopez. Looking on the low side, he will do fast work of him as he goes into turn number 3, coming off turn number 4. Caster still going to be your leader down the front straightaway.
It's all Caster coming out of 4, going down the front straightaway, trying to now lap the third place competitor. Second place, 26, big dog Donnie Brown. Third place, going down the back straightaway, right in front of the leader, car number 98, the sensation Austin Johnson. Fourth place, a lap down, the 1L of Bobby Lopez. And fifth place, a lap down, the 9P of Big and Marty Powell, as he's going to take the white flag this time by. 3 more corners in a straightaway and a half to go to claim your checkered flag. It's all car number 54 of Buzz Caster. Take us home, Pops.
Lapping all the way up to third place, fourth place, race fans. What What a job he is doing. Coming to the checkered flag, race fans, let's give him a big round of applause. Driving that car number 54, Buzz Caster.
Second place going to belong to car number 26, the big dog, Donnie Brown. Third place going to go to the 98, the sensation, Austin Johnson, followed by the 1L of Bobby Lopez. And rounding out your top 5, car number 9P of Biggin, Marty Powell.
Race fans, let's give him a big round of applause. He come in knowing he had to put it in victory lane. What does he do in victory lane? Can anybody catch a Buzz from here on out? McCarthy Auto Group on the side of that car, number 54, Buzz Caster in victory lane, Grand National style.
For Ainsworth and Wilson, your front row. Here comes the 211 of Tim Eaton as we're 3 wide racing coming down the front straightaway. It's going to be Wilson leading the way into turns number 1 and 2. Ainsworth right in the middle. Here comes the 211 of Tim Eaton and the 33J of Johnny McGinnis and the 76. 76 of Ronnie Miller gets under the 211 of Eaton. We stay green flag racing. Man on the move. Keep an eye on the 17T of Shadron Turner as he cracks into the top 4 looking for more.
Shadron Turner, he's going to move into it as we got a couple around, but that green flag going to stay in the air as Woods having trouble with the 20. Up front, everybody chasing. Shocker chassis number 77 of Bud Wilson.
It's the Bud man, Bud Wilson out front. Second place, car number 57 of Randy Ainsworth. Then comes the 33J, Johnny McGinnis, 17T of Shadron Turner. The 76 of Ronnie Miller, Rock'em and Sock'em running right there together. 76 and 86 of Ronnie and Donnie Miller. 7T, Jim Nolker leaving the track right in front of our leaders. We stay green flag racing. We got a battle shaping up for the lead between 2 wily veterans, the 77 of Wilson and the 57 of Ainsworth.
You thinking 2, I'm thinking 3. How about that car number 33? Driven tonight by none other than Johnny McGinnis as he is moving to the front.
How about the youth movement? The 17T of Shadron Turner as he's going to look to the inside of the 33 of Johnny McGinnis. Thinks better of it. A little bit of a bobble. Man on the move. 2 of them, actually. The 18K of Dana Knott and the 9H of Nick Haynes.
Nick Haynes making his presence felt, but we got a battle for that 3rd and 4th spot. We got one for the lead before long. Bud Wilson been having carburetor troubles. It ain't having no problem tonight as he is out front with Ainsworth in 2nd.
It's the Bud man out front. Randy Ainsworth 2nd. Johnny McGinnis with a strong showing right there in 3rd. As a lot of cosmetic damage done to the 52M of Dustin Miller. He's got a little bit of a blind spot. We stay green flag racing with Wilson leading the way, Ainsworth in tow, and side-by-side racing for that 3rd spot between the 33 as Shadron Turner and the 17T gets by the 33J of Johnny McGinnis. McGinnis fights back, taking that 3rd place position as right in front of the leaders. They spin. Yellow flag coming out. That is the 20 of John Woods.
What racing action. Take a deep breath, fans. Pull those belts tight as you see the 52M pulling off the racetrack. None.
It's a good start by your front row. 77X, the Bud man, Bud Wilson, followed by the 57 of Randy Ainsworth. 33J of Johnny McGinnis. He's going to go to the inside. 17D of Shadron Turner going to try even lower. Side-by-side racing. A good run for Turner down the back straightaway, trying to overtake into that 3rd spot.
A little better run for the 17T as he'll take over that 3rd spot. But we got a battle shaping up for the lead. Right there in that 2nd spot, car number 57 Ainsworth. We got them bottlenecked in turn number 4, but everybody makes it. Green flag stays in the air.
As Ainsworth gets a run on the low side, he's going to take over the lead going into turns number 3 and 4. It's Ainsworth low, Wilson high. As it's going to be coming off turn number 4, Wilson gets a good run side-by-side racing. I think Wilson still had as a yellow flag comes out.
Again, WW Motorsports sponsored on the side of that race car as he goes through turn number 3. Going to be coming off turn number 4. Taking it way up to high racetrack, cutting the corner. Great start for Bud Wilson. He is no stranger. He is a veteran of this sport as he is leading them into turn number 1.
It's Wilson with Ainsworth right there in 2nd. Ainsworth has company. The 17T of Shadron Turner making a run to the front. Here comes the 76 of Ronnie Miller looking to the inside of the 33 of Johnny McGinnis. Side-by-side racing as something came off the car. It goes down to the infield. We stay green flag racing. It's Wilson, Ainsworth, Turner, Miller, and McGinnis rounding out your top 5. Everybody chasing that 77X of the Bud man, Bud Wilson.
Our number 77's out front. Green flag staying in the air as we got a battle for the lead. Ainsworth on the inside as we come down the front straightaway, wheel to wheel. Give it to Wilson at the line as they go into 1.
It was Wilson's line, but here comes Ainsworth fighting back on the inside. Wilson on high, Ainsworth low. Here comes the 76 of Rockin' Ronnie Miller up to the top 3. 17 DS Shadron Turner on the high side of him. Everybody chasing Wilson as Wilson, he's going to slip. Here comes the 57 of Ainsworth side-by-side racing coming to the line.
2 of the best in the business going wheel to wheel up front as they're battling side side by side. Ainsworth on the inside, Wilson on the outside. Wilson slides up the racetrack. Ainsworth trying the low line. As again, side by side for third and fourth. Battle shaping up.
Man on the move. Keep an eye on the 211 of Tim Eaton as he cross-threaded the 86 of Donnie Miller and the 9H of Nick Haynes. Haynes high, Eaton low as 76 of Rock and Ronnie Miller goes into turns number 1 and 2. 17 Tia Shadron Turner right there in tow. As around goes the 52J Josh Barnes. We stay green flag racing. 77 of Wilson, 57 of Ainsworth. We're side-by-side racing coming off turn number 4. It's Ainsworth with a good run. Ainsworth and Wilson at the line. Too close for me to call as it's still side-by-side racing coming out of 2.
Ainsworth's not going to go. Barnes right out in front of him. Wow. Wow. What a bonehead move.
As it collects the 17 Tia Shadron Turner and the 211 of Tim Eaton. Wilson right behind him, 57 of Randy Ainsworth, 76 of Donnie Miller, 33 Johnny McGinnis, and the 86 of Donnie Miller rounding out your top 5. It's a good start by the front 3. Bud Wilson with a good run. Here comes the 57 of Ainsworth, the 76 of Ronnie Miller, the 33J of Johnny McGinnis. Everybody chasing Wilson. Wilson getting a good run off turn number 2. Here comes Ainsworth.
Ainsworth with a better run as he's going to be looking on the inside of car number 77. He's committed to that low line as Wilson's committed to that high line. Here we come, race fans, with a white flag in the air. One more time around. Ainsworth by half a car length at the line.
It was Ainsworth at the line. This is the white flag lap. One more time around. Ainsworth with a bobble. Here comes the 77X, the Bud man, Bud Wilson. Wilson gets a good run. Take us home, Pops.
As we come through turn number 3, we're going to have a drag race to the line. Here they come, a little bit of contact. Ainsworth in victory lane.
Second place, 77X, the Bud man, Bud Wilson. Third place, 76, Donnie Miller. Fourth place, car number 33J of Johnny McGinnis, and rounding out your top 5, I believe, is the 9H of Nick Haynes.
Wow, what racing between those seasoned veterans up front. Randy Ainsworth played the waiting game. He waited till the right time as he picks up that feature win. But let's give a big shout out to that 77 also. Bud Wilson with a great run here tonight, coming home second. I tell you one thing, McCarthy.
88 of Jeff Dixon outside row 1.
Rod and Supply night at the race at sea and great racing action here at I-35 Speedway. Good, smooth, 3/8 mile of dirt here. McCarthy Auto Group sponsored. We are proud to have them here with us tonight here as we come through turn number 3, off of turn number 4. Great racing action in tow. Another good start by these two front runners. We come down the front straightaway. Great start for Roberts as he leads them into 1.
It's Roberts with the early lead. Here comes Dixon fighting back on the high side. Don't count out the 24K of Daniel King. How about the 77 of Doug Keller or the 31X of Matthew West? West up to 4th.
Here we go, race fans. We're still side by side. Dixon will lead lap number 1 as we go into turn 1.
It was the 88 of Big Jeff Dixon using that high side momentum like he does off turn number 2. 65X of Thomas Roberts back there on the inside. 77, Dean Ray, he's up to 3rd. How about the 31X of Matthew West as he's running 4th on the inside of the 77 of Ray.
Matthew West with a good run here tonight. Welcome to I-35 Speedway. Through turn number 1, off of turn number 2. Going to thread the needle. Here we come down the back straightaway. Let's just battle 3 wide for the lead as we go into turn number 3.
Ray gonna go to the inside. Dixon on the high side. He's gonna get up into the loose marbles. Your new leader coming off 4. 77 Hollywood. Dean Ray up to 2nd. The 31X of Matthew West.
Matthew West giving that car a well of a run here tonight. Him and Thomas Roberts side by side as we got Billy Hoover Stiegel 3 wide. Look at Mick Ross going 3 wide down the back straightaway. That's Daniel King and Cars for Less in the battle.
It's all 77, Dean Ray out front. The 31X, Matthew West in 2nd. 3rd place finds the 65X of Thomas Roberts. He's going to go to the inside of West. Side by side racing with the 88 of Jeff Dixon right behind him. And the 20X of John Bowler Jr., the fireman, rounding out your top 5.
Does West have something for the 77? As around went car number 36 of Holden Schultz. Keeps that car going. We stay green flag on the racetrack.
Still green flag racing with 77 of Hollywood. Dean Ray, your leader. The 31X, Matthew West in 2nd. As a yellow flag comes out onto the racetrack, you picked a fine time to leave me loose wheel. It's going down the highway.
We will pick you up in Winston, Missouri. Here we go. Where's it going to stop? Up and straightened out. It made that turn really well. Coming into the infield, it's got his sights on the four-wheeler. Is it going to hit it? Bridgman Records, they run over the wheel. They stop the wheel. So no more Lucille. They lost the wheel.
As sitting really high on the exit of turn number 1, that's the 21H of Billy Hoover.
Michelle must not have got first time in a stock hero car out on the racetrack, giving it a good run here tonight. Driving that car, usually driven by Richard Moulton, giving it a well of a run here tonight.
Ray with a great start. He's extending his lead. Got about a 4, 5, 6 car length lead over the 31X of Matthew West. West in second as something amiss with the 20X of John Bowler Jr. He had an anchor. As it's all 77 Hollywood Dean Ray, the 31X Matthew West, 65X Thomas Roberts, the 88 of Big Jeff Dixon, and cracking into the top 5, the double X20 of Gene Stiegel.
Down the back straightaway, car number 77 of Hollywood Dean Ray. What a birthday present it'd be for him if he could make it 8 in a row here at I-35 Speedway. Mopar, Power Shocker, chassis, a good combination as we're halfway through this feature.
Halfway through the feature with your race leader, car number 77, Hollywood Dean Ray, setting the pace. Second place, 31W, Matthew West, followed by the 65X of Thomas Roberts, the 88 of Jeff Dixon, double X20 of Gene Stiegel with the 20X of John Bowler Jr. right there in the mix. West, a little bit of cross-threaded coming off turn number 4, opens the door for the 65X of Roberts. Roberts taking back over that second spot.
You don't make a mistake in front of a driver like Roberts. He will take advantage of it as we got a couple of them going around. Mick Ross involved. Paul Lamperman involved as Ross is the one sitting dead in the water in turn number 2.
Yellow flag conditions back out onto the racetrack for car number 18 of Mick Ross.
Mick Ross, an extremely fast car in that car number 18.
Middle starting them early. It's 77 of Ray, 65X of Roberts, 31X of West, 88 of Dixon, and the double X20 of Stiegel, all within the top 5. Roberts gets a good run on the 77 of Ray. Ray not to be outdone. Rocket ships down the back straightaway. It's all Ray into 3 and 4.
Both of these guys up front take a run this track blindfolded. They've been around I-35 so many times. Down the front straightaway, Hollywood Dean Ray leading them. Thomas Roberts mounting a charge back to the front.
It's all Hollywood with the lead. The train right there in second. Here comes Big Jeff with the double X20 of Stiegel and the 31X of Matthew West. Stiegel with a good run going down the back straightaway.
Matthew West bobbles down there in turn number 1 and 2. Not what he wanted to do because the hounds are at the door. Dixon with a good run right on the back of West as we go into turn number 1.
Bowler with a little bit of problems through turns number 3 and 4. Gathers it up after taking agricultural engineering through the infield. We stay green flag racing. 77 Ray with the lead. 65X of Roberts in second. Battling for third. Back behind them. 88 of Dixon. 31X of West. And the double X20 of Stiegel.
Dixon got that high line working. Third place car, Dixon.
As car number 16G, Paul Lamperman the second takes his car behind the wall. We stay green flag racing. It's Ray, Roberts, Dixon, West, and Stiegel all in the top 5.
West trying to use that low line. Dixon using the extreme high line. Dixon's got it working, but one slip as off the pace. Car number 24K of Daniel King pulling it into the infield.
We're staying green flag racing. It's 77 of Ray, 65X of Roberts, 88 of Dixon, 31X of West, and the double X20 and Gene Stiegel all in the top 5. Everybody chasing at Mopar Power. Car number 77 of Hollywood, Dean Ray.
Car number 88 of Dixon. Good move by him as he takes back over that third spot as West starts to fade just a little bit here in the later stages. But up front, everybody chasing that 77 of Ray with the 65X of Roberts running second.
Hollywood leading the way, taking them high out of 4, looking at the white flag one more time around for your race leader. It's all car number 77, Hollywood Dean Ray. Thomas Roberts in the 65X going to make one last-ditch effort coming out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Take us home, Pops.
By the Tompkins Industries signs, we go through turn number 3, off of turn number 4. Let's give him a big round of applause and make it 8 wins in a row. Car number 77 of Hollywood, Dean Ray.
Second place going to go to the 65X of Thomas Roberts. Third place goes to the 88 of Big Jeff Dixon.
Black flag, XX20 of Gene Stiegel, as he took out the car number 31W of West. So, black flag.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
As Stiegel did take around car number 31W, car number XX20, black flag.
88. You let us check her in.
Here we go, race fans. We're getting ready to get them rocking and rolling. Lights are out. Here we go. It's Tad Davis in that 75. Also up front, that car number 92. Good start this time, and Schultz is going to lead them by the flag stands. We're going to turn number 1. Schultz right in the middle of the track. Zach Sander looking to the inside, but Dennis Elliott making his presence felt. Randy Smith in that 26 fades a little bit. Here comes Sheets in that car number 8. But the man on the move up front at car number 90. Everybody chasing Longfellow Foundation. That is Terry Schultz in the car number 90. 29 of Dennis Elliott runs second, going way up the racetrack, searching for more ground. Losing ground, car number 8, S of Sheets as he slips back. But up front, everybody's chasing car number 90 of Terry Schultz. Terry Schultz down the front straightaway. Dennis Elliott runs second. Zach Sanders third. Car number 75 of Tad Davis, he runs fourth. And fifth, car number 78 of Derek Hicks. The little Ford runs in that fifth spot. Great run for him here tonight. But up front, everybody chasing that car number 90 of Terry Schultz. Longfellow Foundation getting it done here tonight. Terry Schultz already 2 wins on the year here at I-35 Speedway. Can he make it 3? Anywhere he goes, the results are the same for that car number 90. A very, very fast race car. As we got a couple of them playing bumper tag down there. As car number 5 of Robbie Reed involved. Also the car number 16 of Eric Turner also involved down there in turn number 1 and 2, bringing out the yellow flag. Car number 38 of Anthony Logston also involved as they all get together down there in turn 1 and 2.
Set. It's time to go green flag racing. This is Schultz race to start anywhere between there and
There, as he is on the gas coming off turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Great start by Schultz. Better start for Sanders as he moves into second spot.
It's Schultz. Sanders just doesn't want to turn. He goes straight off the track, keeps his foot in it. He's going to come back out onto the track after everybody goes by. Sit right there. Yellow flag out onto the racetrack for as 69 of Zach Sanders. Now he gets going.
Something amiss on the 69 as he has coming through the grandstands. Here we go, race fans. As Terry Schultz going to start him as he is high on the racetrack, bunching them up behind him. Here we go, down the front straightaway. Schultz going to lead him into 1.
A good start by the 78 of Derek Hicks. He goes up on the high side, taking over that second spot away from the 29 of Big Daddy Dennis Elliott. Elliott fighting back on the inside. It's 90 of Schultz, 78 of Hicks, 29 of Elliott, and here comes the 8S of Sheets.
Derek Hicks driving that race car hard into turn number 3 as he is going to take over second spot as we go into turn number 1.
It's the 90, Terry Schultz, followed by the 78 of Derek Hicks, the 29, Big Daddy Dennis Elliott. Battling on the racetrack between the 75 of Tad Davis and car number 8S of John Sheets. Sheets making a mount of charge to the front. He started 10th on the field. He's all the way up, cracking into the top 5.
Sheets and Davis side by side as we go through turn number 1, coming off turn number 2. But the man I'm watching is that 78, Derek Hicks, and 29, Elliott, as they battle back and forth for that second and third spot.
Keep an eye on this car number 5, Robbie Reed. He started 14th on the field, up to 7th, already past 7 cars as he mounts a charge to the front. But he's got a lot of stiff competition right in front of him. You got the 90, Terry Schultz leading the way. The 78, Derek Hicks in second. 29, Big Daddy Dennis Elliott. He's third. Fourth place, undetermined out there on the racetrack between the 75 of Tad Davis and the 8S, John Sheets. As around goes car number R21 of Ryan Schaefer. That collects the 5 of Robbie Reed and the 0 of Richard Lane.
And everybody missed him. Wow.
Nowhere for the 5 of Reed to go.
I'm understanding.
Nowhere for the 0 of Richard Lane to go as they all take evasive maneuvering around car number R21 of the Rocket, Ryan Schaefer.
Ryan Schaefer, tough break for him as he gets that car around sideways, and that brings out the caution on the field.
Flag racing coming through turns number 3 and 4. It's the 90 of Terry Schultz race to start anywhere between 3 and 4.
Here we go, race fans, locked and loaded. Schultz on the gas, a little bit of contact between he and Elliott as they come off turn number 4 down the front straightaway. As Elliott going to make his charge, try to get on the low line of Hicks. Elliott back to that second spot.
90 of Schultz, 29 of Elliott, 78 of Hicks, 75 of Davis, and the 8S of Sheets, all rounding out your top 5. Man on the move, 69 of Zach Sanders. He gets a little cross there. It gathers it up, staying green flag racing. It's all car number 90. It's Terry Schultz with the lead. 29 of Elliott second. Man on the move, the 75 of Tad Davis.
Not a good start for Hicks as that slow side did not work good for him. Better on the high side as he slips all the way back to that 4th spot. And he's got Sheets and Sander as around. Car number 8 of Sheets takes the 78 around.
Yellow.
8S of Sheets into the back of car number 78 of Derek Hicks. From here on out. All right, race fans, here we go through turn number 3. Off of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Good start for Schultz, but Elliott not fooling. Here comes the 75 of Davison. Zach Sanders moving back to the front as we go through 1.
It's all Schultz right in the middle of turns number 1 and 2. 90 is Schultz with the lead. The 29, Big Daddy Dennis Elliott right there in second. The 75, Tad Davis is third with the 69 of Zach Sanders fourth. And the 16S of Eric Turner rounding out your top 5. Everybody chasing Longfellow Foundations. It's car number 90 of Terry Schultz.
Terry Schultz takes them through turn number 1, off of turn number 2. Last week, he finished third. He wants to do better than that as he's wanting to claim that top spot tonight. Your point leader wanting to add points to it as he runs in that second spot. Here they come down the front straightaway, race fans. Your leader, car number 90, Terry Schultz.
It's all Schultz at the line going through turns number 1 and 2. Schultz with the lead. Elliott in second. As car number 75 of Tad Davis battling on the track between him and the 69 of Zach Sanders. 5th place on the racetrack, car number 16S of Eric Turner. Turner with a good showing coming from the back to the front. Everybody chasing Schultz.
Great racing action between car number 69 and car number 75. Those two guys have battled side by side, wheel to wheel. Little Zach Sanders, good move to stay off of him as they come off turn number 2. Great driving by the 69 as Tad Davis hangs on to that third spot, but here comes Sanders back. Sanders doing everything he can. He's got company with Turner closing in on him as Randy Smith off the pace. Yellow caution on the racetrack.
92 of Tyler Grooms loops it right into the side of the door. Goes 97 of Houston Johnson.
McCarthy Auto Group, car number 97. He has put it right in the T-bone side of that car number 92 as ready for racing action.
It's 90 of Schultz's race to start. He's going to take him a little bit faster. Now on the gas early. He fooled everybody coming off turn number 3. He's got a big cushy lead going into turns number 1 and 2. It's the 90 of Schultz, 29 of Elliott, 75 of Tad Davis, the 69 of Zach Sanders, the 16S of Eric Turner, and don't count out that 5 of Robbie Reed.
Robbie Reed coming to the front. Also, Derek Hicks making his presence back toward the front. But up front, Terry Schultz, what a start he got. That is a true seasoned veteran of this sport. What a job he done as the round goes to 92, gathers it back up as the green flag stays on the air.
69 of Zach Sanders riding the rim. He's going to get past car number 75 of Tad Davis. 69 of Zach Sanders up to third. Everybody chasing the 90, Terry Schultz. Schultz in first. 29 of Elliott second. 69 of Sanders third. 75 Tad Davis fourth. And the 16S of Eric Turner rounding out your top 5.
Tad Davis not going away as he's running by on the back of the 69. But Zach Sanders making that move back to the front from the back of the pack all the way back up to third spot, closing in on Dennis Elliott on this fast 3/8 mile of dirt.
90 Terry Schultz showing the way here tonight at I-35 Speedway on Rod and Supply night at the races. It's all Longfellow Foundations, car number 90, Terry Schultz. He's got about an 8-10 car length lead over the 29 of Big Daddy Dennis Elliott. Elliott riding second. Third place finds car number 69 of Zach Sanders. Sanders sideways coming off turn 4, staying green flag racing. Everybody chasing that 90 of Terry Schultz.
17 laps in the books that time by race fans. 3 to go as we come through turn number 3, coming off turn number 4. Car number 90. He is your leader of Schultz. Seemed like he had a little bit problem then coming off turn number 4.
Sanders loops it going through turns number 3 and 4. He pulls it down into the infield.
I think I'll quit for the night.
Sanders loops it. Very uncharacteristic for him as he pulls it down into the infield as we're staying green flag racing. 90 is Schultz, 29 of Elliott, 16S of Stark as the white flag comes out one more time around for your race leader, car number 90 of Terry Schultz. Slings it sideways through 1 and 2. Now on the gas heavy down the back straightaway. Take us home, Pops.
Coming through turn number 3, Longfellow Foundations, car number 90 of Terry Schultz. He is going to be looking at the checkered flag for his 3rd win of the year at I-35 Speedway. Terry Schultz in victory lane.
Second place goes to car number 29, Big Daddy Dennis Elliott. Third place to 16S of Eric Turner. Fourth place, 75 of Tad Davis. And rounding out your top 5, how about the 5 of Robbie Reed?
Good run from the back to the front. Let's give a shout out to the 78 of Derek Hicks as he come back to the 6th spot. Great run for him. Head down trackside for trophy presentations. Again, want to